Good morning, my lovely people. Hope everyone is having a fantastic day. I just want to come on here and make this quick video. Y'all haven't heard from me in a while. Y'all, I've been busy. So this little bit, it's gonna be a little bit about everything in this video, just to give y'all a follow up on what I have going on right now. I'm currently printing my loan closing documents. Yes, I'm still a loan signing agent. Yes, I still do loan closes and no general notary work as well here in North Carolina. Um, Took a little break with a little bit of everything business wise. I had some reflecting time to do, if that makes sense. I needed to tap back into what makes Nikki happy and what Nikki enjoys doing, and because I hadn't done that in a while. I don't know how many people can relate, but it's been a minute. It's been a minute. So I took myself out last night to the Comedy Zone, and I went to go see my cousin Tara. And if you're not familiar with her, go tap into her. And it was a really good show. I'm so glad that I went to go watch her. And she had another female comedian in there. I'm sorry I cannot remember her name, but it was really nice. It was really worth it. So it was at the Comedy Zone here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I didn't feel like I didn't put some more lipstick on, but it to do what it do. But yeah, so that's the one thing I want to talk to you all about, especially our young ladies who are 45 and up. I'm 45 currently at this recording. And I think that it's very important that we take out time to do the things that we like doing, even when it makes us very uncomfortable. I've always been the type of woman, this is just a little bit of dating advice. I've always shared with my single friends. Like I said, this video gonna be a little bit everywhere, but I hope that it can help someone. I have always shared with my single friends. If you are in the stage in your life where you seriously want to be in a committed relationship, get yourself dressed up and go to a restaurant where there's a bar. Even if you don't drink, go by yourself. Get yourself the best, get yourself done up. Look nice. Don't look like what whatever you feel is nice. I'm not going to say put no dress on, no lashes, because that's not me. Whatever you feel you're most confident in, where you could just freely flow, that's what you need to put on. Go to a restaurant where there's a bar. Sit at the bar and order your food there. Okay? While you're sitting at the bar, waiting on your food, just be smiling, talking to the bartender, talking to people beside you, being friendly, bringing that positive energy towards you. That will draw the person who's meant for you to come to you. My personal opinion is that you can't meet the love of your life or the person meant for you when you got a whole bunch of female yak in your ear. Because the one thing about it, you don't know if he wants you or he wants your friend, or you don't know if your friend wants him or her or whoever, whatever you roll. And I'm not judging you. It is what it is. So if you're really seriously about dating someone, get yourself dressed up, go somewhere where there's a bar, order your food at the bar, your water, your tea, whatever. If you don't drink alcoholic beverages, and sit at that bar. Guys or women will come to you. They will approach you. They will be less intimidated to come and approach you if you're by yourself than with a group of women. I promise you it works every single time. So that's just a little bit of advice for my 45-year-olds who haven't not been married, who are in, single. You've taken the time to get your life right, to get your life back on track. Your children are grown or halfway grown, they preteens, or getting further closer to going out in the world doing their own thing, and you want to date, you want some me time, you want some you time to go out and have a little bit of fun, have an adult conversation with a man, and do grown up stuff. Let's be honest, just do grown up stuff, right? But it takes time to get to know the person, right? A lot of times I hear a lot of women, they talk to someone, and then before you know it, it's wham bam, thank you, man, we a boyfriend, girlfriend. Then 2 months, 3 months later, they broken up. You rushed it. And how many times you got to keep rushing it to really find out this ain't what you should be doing, right? Take your time. Get to know somebody. Date multiple people. I ain't saying sleep with multiple people, but date multiple people. And when you weeding out these people, make sure you asking qualifying questions. I guess this is a dating advice video. When you're dating someone, when you're dating these people, you're spending time with these people. Don't go to the movies. Go somewhere where you can have an intimate conversation with this person, where it's not too loud, where you can actually, the energy can be bouncing. You can see how this person, my thing is, when someone takes me out for lunch or dinner or breakfast, I see how are they polite to the waiter or the waitress? Are they polite? Are they friendly? Do they like to gaslight me when they out in public? When they get around people, do they switch up? Because a lot of women, I see this all the time. I do. I'm a type of person. I do go out by myself and I do eat and I get a table and I just sit and watch people, and I can tell when it's off. That's the discernment God has given me. It's a blessing and a curse, but it is what it is. I have strong discernment and I can pick up on stuff. That's why a lot of times I have to back from energy from people, because I can pick up on stuff, and it just is what it is. And I not to be boasting, but I normally don't be wrong when I pick up on stuff, right? But it's up to the female. It's up to you to figure out if you want to stay in that situation. You can hope and pray all you want that he change, but the only person who can change is you. So, like I said, don't go to the movies. Go somewhere where you can have a private conversation. And he ain't always got to be spending money. Because let me tell you something, ladies. Just like how we are with our money, they the same way with their money. They spending their money, they want something in return, right? You go to Victoria's Secret, you go to any store that's higher end, and you get whatever you get. You want that to be the best quality that they got. You look, $100 for this. That label crooked. If I spend $100 on this, that label better be straight. So men are the same way when they spending money on you. Do something. Let him pick. That's another thing. Let him take you out. He can ask you. That's the part of getting to know each other. He picking your brain to see what type of things you like. Because you might not like loud concerts. You might not like the bar. You might not like a whole lot of walking, hiking. You might not like long drives in the car to different cities and towns, sightseeing. You may not like just going to the hotel on the weekend. You give it time for him to get to know you and you to get to know him. But let him chase you. Let him chase you. And then while he's getting to know you, you could be figuring out if he's the person for you. If he's the person for you. Simple as that. The man chooses the woman, but the woman chooses the man too. It go both ways. And it took me a long time for that to click. That we choose them as well. It's all, I want my husband to choose me. I want my husband to choose me. I want to choose. Okay, but you got to be able to be compatible with him, because you have to be a reflection of him and have to know how to deal with him and handle him in a positive, productive way. You understand what I'm saying? That's a lot of times women don't be wanting to hear that, because they want to be married so bad. They're so tired of shacking up. The church member saying, "Oh, you're shacking up. You need to get married," and then you get married. You don't last a year or two. Because you rushed it, because the signs was there all the time. He wasn't for you. He wasn't for you. Yeah, he may have chose you, but he wasn't for you. And that's the toughest thing in relationships, because we so drawn into these Tyler Perry movies, these love Hallmark movies. You know what I'm saying? It's all butterflies, and yeah, they have one big fight, and then they find love, and they find each other, and they back in love again. No, you're gonna have several fights that you may not think you might not recover from. You know what I'm saying? He may not always be so romantic to the top. You got to know your man. You got to know what type of man you want. Do you want a man that's always giving you flowers on Fridays on payday? Or you want a man paying them bills on payday? Like, what's romantic to you? You understand? Do you want a man who wants you in the house that's cooking and cleaning, and all he feel like he need to do is work? But then you doing all this cleaning, and you seeing him sitting on the couch or in the garage or outside on the back porch, and you like, well, you don't clean? You don't? Yeah, but I work. You know what I'm saying? That's the stuff I'm telling you, when y'all dating, this is the stuff y'all need to discuss. Go over to his place. See where he live. And that's another thing. I talk to so many women who are dating someone and they never seen his place. That's a red flag. Why are you dating, but he always coming over to your house, but you never go to his? Never. That's a red flag. That's a red flag. At 45 years old, I could share some experiences with you that I've had, that I've learned. And I feel like it's only me right sharing this knowledge with you all. Whether you take it or you be like, I don't want to hear what you guys say. I'm going to do what I'm going to do because I'm grown. Okay. Well, part of being grown is listening to somebody. That's just part of it. You have to listen to someone. You want wisdom. You should seek wisdom as a grown person. And that's what pisses me off with people talking about they grown all the time. Well, you should be wanting to seek wisdom. You should want to. But a lot of times we don't. Because we think we grown. We know everything. Go ask to speak. Go to his house. Oh, baby, can we when we go by your house, can we just watch a movie at your house? See what he say. Or he only calling you after a certain time. That's everybody should know that. If he only calling you late at night, that's all he want from you. That's all he want for you. And maybe that's all you want. That's cool. As long as you have an understanding of that. As long as you have a understanding of what you both want. Communication. Communication is important. You have to be able to communicate. If you too scary to ask him what you need to ask him, then you don't need to be trying to be in no relationship. You dang on, I don't think you need to be trying to get married, because in marriage you got to communicate a lot of stuff, a lot of uncomfortable conversations you have to have. And if you're the type of person, well, I didn't want to ask him because he might get mad, or sometimes you be knowing the answer and you just don't want to hear it come out his mouth. No, I don't like you like that. No, I don't want to get married with you. No, I don't want to have children. And that's like, oh my God, I thought you was the one. I want to get married. I want to have children. You don't want none of those things. Or you don't want to get married. You don't want to have children, but he does. He wants a woman to have his seed, to continue his legacy, and you don't want children. Especially if you wait later in life, you don't want no children. That boat done sailed. Like me, I done had a complete hysterectomy. It ain't nothing to make a baby with. I can have all the fun I want. I ain't got to worry about none of that. But if he want children, I'm not the one for you, sir. And then you're like, well, Nikki, you all can adopt. No. You have to understand. It ain't just a part of, I don't want children because I don't want to get pregnant. I don't want the responsibility of having to raise another person. Right? Raising children takes time. Raising children takes a lot of money. Right? I've sacrificed majority of my life raising my children and spending my money on their needs and some of their wants. So I am at a phase right now in my life where I want to put time back into me, and I want to spend my money on me. That's why I went out. I bought me a ticket. I paid for the ticket. I went out. I paid for parking. I paid for that. I paid for me an outfit to wear. I paid for that. I spent 3 hours on myself. I put the time in. I put the money in. I'm at that phase in my life. That's what I want to do. I don't want to be adopting little children, middle-aged children, teenagers, and having the basketball, football, cheerleading, going to the school for PT. I don't want to do none of that unless it's grandchildren and I'm helping my children raise their children. That's it. And then they go back home with their mama or daddy or who my children. No, I'm not in that phase in my life. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. So you have to be honest with yourself. And a lot of times I feel like a lot of times women sacrifice what they truly want just to try to keep him or have him around, and then they find themselves miserable, and then they find themselves doing sneaking links. We're not doing that. That's how a lot of people lose their life. Let it be known what it is. If you know he ain't satisfying you in the, you know what I'm saying, when you lay down or stand up or however y'all get down, communicate that with him. Maybe it's some other things you can try to work on. But making somebody feel so insecure by you doing little sneaky stuff, oh, you playing with fire. You are playing with fire. And that is something I can't deal with this age. I just can't. I can't be laid beside you or walking with you or in the car next to you knowing in the back of my mind this all ain't real. This ain't what it is. And think we gonna be hee hee ha. No, because I know it ain't what it is. And when I ask you and you don't tell me, or you brush it off like, oh, I'm tripping, I'm crazy, I'm bipolar, I'm this, I'm that. But I know, because you have a woman's intuition, we be knowing that he ain't doing all that he say he doing. We be knowing. Now I'm not talking about if he trying to keep stuff from you to try to protect you and save your feeling. That's a whole nother conversation. We can go around the boat, merry-go-round with that. I'm talking about like, is he really seeing her, like seeing her? Because he ain't getting down with you like that no more. Or he always being secretive with his phone, right? Or he getting off work a little later and later, coming to the house later and later. You understand? There's signs. And then you might just be the type of woman like, well, he's paying the bills, the kids are straight, my new car out there. He can do what he want to do, girl. Okay. That's fine. That's just your burden that you're going to have to carry. And that day that you get tired of carrying that burden, I hope in this midst of this time you going through this, you have in your mind your exit plan, what you going to do. Because sometimes they leave you after all these years you don't put in. You got your money saved. You got your Visa passport. You been buying real estate on the side and the LLC and the trust. Because in North Carolina, married couples, you got shared property. You setting your life up case he, really step out and say, come in one day, say, I don't love you no more. He tell you to leave. He bring her in. Hear it all the time. Go on the tick of the talk of the tick. Women waking up, husbands say, I don't love you no more. You got to go. They got kids and all. That man don't care. Happens all the time. The recent thing about Stephen Curry wife, they rushed, young, having kids, getting married. Now she like, this ain't what I want. This ain't what I signed up for. Yeah, my husband got money, but okay. It happens. So make up in your mind what you want. The things you want in your life. Ask those qualifying questions while y'all getting to know each other. Date multiple people. I always tell my daughter, especially my daughter, date multiple people so you can see what you do like and what you don't like. Because if you got just one person to base all your things that you want in a person, that's not going to be good. Because you might meet one person like, oh, that's checked off, and this checked off, and this checked off. But then it don't work out, and then you crushed. And you're like, well, darn, everything checked off. Why did it work out? Because you didn't put yourself to see that there's other people out there that could bring other stuff to the table other than that. Because it might be other things on your checklist that you wasn't even aware of, that you needed or liked or wanted. You understand? You don't want nobody who, say, you might not want I don't know, you might not want somebody who like to cuddle all the time. Or like you hit their best friend, they want to spend all their extra time and free time with you. You might not like that. You might be like, you got friends to hang out with. I'm going out with my girls, Like, oh, can I come? I seen a situation like that. Females that was with a man who wanted to always be with that woman. Or, now this is some other stuff. You got a female, or maybe you the female. Every time you go somewhere, he on the phone with you. She always on the phone. You always on the phone with him. No matter where you go. The grocery store, over your mama's house, over your cousin's house. At work, he bothering you. What you doing, baby? How your day going? Oh, it's about 9 o'clock. You going for that lunch break you said you going for? Yeah. You got to make sure that he's not clingy and needy. Or maybe you like that. Maybe that makes you feel more important. I don't like that. You got to have a life outside of me. You got to have hobbies, interests, and just do you outside of me. And then when we come together, it's a beautiful thing. But no, you can't. I don't want that. I don't need that in my life. That makes me feel like you always checking up on me where I can't do anything. You're steady doing what you're doing because you too busy questioning and being on me that I can't even see what you're doing because you too much on me. And that sharing location stuff. No. But 4 phones, you can move around this planet Earth as you wanted to. And I think you still should. I don't share locations. Not even with my children. I'm gone. I'll be back. Trust me, where I'm out, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And when I'm home, I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You don't need to know, follow me along. Well, you stopped at this store. What you doing in the use that? Your car ain't moved and that. We not doing that. But you gotta understand that man may have come from a space where he's been cheated on, he's been violated, and he don't trust. And you gotta see if he. And that's another thing. I say, so you gotta have the nerve to ask him all these qualifying questions to see if he trusts. He got trust issues. Because if he bringing trust issues into the new relationship with you, you're gonna have a time on your hand. Because you're gonna constantly always have to prove yourself, and that gets exhausting. It gets extremely exhausting. Always having to prove that you're not doing what he done made up in his mind that you're not doing. To prove to him that you're not doing it. All the time. Do that not sound like it's a little, wonky? Right. But if you don't take your time to get to know these things about a person and see not just what they say and what they do, how will you know he the one for you? Right? So that's just a little bit of my advice for women over 45 trying to date, trying to find their Mr. Right. And y'all comment down below if y'all like this video. Y'all want to hear more, video, see more videos. My cats are coming on the road. And also, he gotta like animals. I love cats. I enjoy cats. I like dogs, I like fish, I like birds. I love animals. And if he the type that don't, I have my allergies, I don't like cats. Well, that comes to the territory. That's just like my children. They come with me. The cats come, the children come. You gotta like those things, right? And you'll know if he like those things if he come over to your place and your cats are around, or they hide, or they don't come near him. They pick up on spirits too. Cats are very, 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 very good. Just have discernment on people. When a cat run from you or hide from you, they can sense something in your spirit ain't right. You can tell me I'm lying. I'm not lying. I'm telling you the truth. Try it. If you are a cat lover, all my cat lovers out there, y'all know. Y'all know. Cats pick it up. Just like little children pick it up. Just like little children pick it up. Little children, I ain't talking about the middle age and teenage. I'm talking about little children come into this world blessed with that discernment. And they can tell when people are good and when they're not. Every time. I'm going to tell you the trick you can do. When you're in the grocery store. And I know some men ain't fussy over children. Some men are. Let me tell you something you do. When you're in the grocery store, hopefully y'all go to the grocery store together because you see how his shopping habits are. You see how his spending habits is. Is he the type of person that you go in the grocery store throwing everything in the buggy and don't care how much? Or he like, baby, we got $20 to spend. We got $100 to spend. Let's make sure. You need to know these things for y'all getting a relationship. It's just the little things. Do he keep his car clean? Do he keep the maintenance up on his car? Do he know how to change the tire? Or you going to be out there on the side of the road changing the tire? Or it's just so much. So back to the grocery store situation for a child. When you're in the grocery store and someone comes by with a buggy with a child in it, see how he interacts. And let me tell you what you're looking for. You're either looking for him to acknowledge that the child is there and even smile, or acknowledge that the child is there and remove himself so the woman or the man with the child could pass by. That's a big key. I ain't saying he run up, oh, hey, baby. No. Pay attention. How he reacts when you're on the aisle and there's someone with a child in the buggy. That he acknowledges that he sees that person with that child. Looks. Acknowledges that the child is there. Removes you and him safely so they can pass with that child. Let me tell you something. If you with a man that all he focuses on you and nothing else and nobody else matters, that's a red flag. Ladies, my grown women in the back, tell me if I'm lying. If he only focuses on you and nothing else matters, not your family, not his family, just you, yeah, you might need to reconsider moving even further with him. You might have to move out of state, change your name. Yeah, because that means you are his everything, and that's the last thing you want to do is be somebody everything. Okay, so yeah, Let me know what y'all thought about this video. And y'all want more videos, I will share. Have a happy, what's the day? Thursday, Friday? Yeah, today Friday. What y'all doing on Friday? Y'all going out to that bar, getting all dressed up to meet the one?